Okay, hi there guys and girls. I rambled on a bit in the last video about the control panel, so I didn't actually get to explain what's what for those who might be a bit interested. Unfortunately I've got to do this in landscape, so I have to do that so you can see the whole panel, but that's what I have to do. So anyway, yeah, just quickly, this is the water pump. This is to isolate the water pump, because when the tank runs, when the water runs out, the pump tends to overrun. So I used to have to turn it all off, so I can just isolate it now with that. Well, I used to take the fuse out actually, but anyway, it's very rare that it ever runs out anyway. And this is the for the Propex heater. I think I mentioned in another video that I took the PCB board out because it kept failing on me in really cold countries. So I took that out, made it all manual. So we've got the ignition and the gas solenoid valve. So you turn the gas solenoid valve on, and you turn the ignition on, or rather you do the ignition first, and then the valve, and then you turn the ignition off and it runs. So, and you turn it off by turning the gas solenoid valve off. This is the in and out temperature. This is really handy. I'm just one of these people. I like to know what the temperature range is outside and inside. So it just lets me know, how well. Oh, a bit of dust on there. Just lets me know, basically what's going on with the temperature. If I want to quickly run out, I know what kind of temperature I'm happy in. So I'll either grab a coat or I won't, depending on the temperature. Or it just lets me know whether how well the living vehicle's insulated. It just cheers me up when I know that it's like 10 degrees, 6 degrees outside, and it's like 20, 25 inside. It always gives me a little smile, because I put a lot of work into the insulation. It's the most important part of a living vehicle. I've got 3 inches in the floor, I've got 3 inches in the ceiling, I've got 2 inches in the walls, 3 inches each end. So it's very well insulated. And like right now it's 25 degrees centigrade outside, and inside it's still kind of like the last night's temperature. It's about 13 in, so that gives you an idea of how good the insulation is. And I've got the sun right on my roof. I mean, the sooner I get these flexible solar panels the better. I want to get 4 80 watt flexible solar panels for the roof, so being flexible, you can't see them from the ground, and it doesn't cause any drag when you're driving. And I'm really looking forward to getting those. I've never been a solar man, but I'm quite impressed by some of the things I've seen. And because of the size of the roof, it's a great space for panels. I could put more. I could put 8 80 watt panels up there. Maybe I will. I don't know, but that'll be another good video, because I'm going to get that sorted out as soon as I can. This is the battery management here. I just turn the light on, see if I can. You can't really see it much anyway. But that basically just tells you everything that's going on with your batteries. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant bit of kit. It tells you, when you're charging your batteries up, tells you how many amps you've put back in there, and it shows you how many amps you're using, and shows you the voltage and everything really, and how many amps you're consuming when you're using your laptop or your lights and your washing machine or whatever. You can just look and hear, and it just tells you how many amps you're using. It's just handy, it lets you know. So say for instance I isolate everything. I always isolate when I go out. I never leave anything on. It's a bad mistake to do. I learned by my mistake on that one. I always isolate everything. Everything comes through here. Everything. So when I go out, it's off. I know that everything's off. And if I want to be doubly sure, if I check here, it'll go 0, 0, 0. It's telling me that there's nothing coming through. So that's good for that. That's obviously the isolator switch. It turns the alternator on at the front to charge the batteries underneath my bed. And that's that. Yeah. And this is the my 240 socket. I was a bit of a div when I did this. I put it slightly too low. Most things fit. But if I get a plug like that, with that going downwards, it hits the floor, so I'm a bit annoyed about that. But anyway, yeah, so that's 240, isolator, battery management, in and out temperature, and me little fandangled switches. I've got a lot of switches around here. So, yeah, I hope you find that a little bit interesting. I've got other stuff as well. I've got lots of other stuff going on. And like I've mentioned before, I've got lots of stuff in my laptop that needs downloading. I'm making my wood-burning stove, and I've got doing the work on the roof and the window and all kinds of stuff going on. So yeah, I'll leave it at that, and take care until next time. Love you, squeeze you, hug you.